time for baseball on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Detroit Tigers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Lifted down the line left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Not bad the 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. A very fine afternoon for ball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. Looking for the strike. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 one more time. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Castellanos there and away. Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Maikel Franco. He's an amazing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in good at bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
So striding forward now, Odell Herrera. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A late swing at a slider for a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew. This one behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. He'll be giving that inside corner the next inning. He doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you can see some definite confusion on the faces today. In the strike zone, one pitch is a strike on your head. The next time it's a ball. A little cat and mouse umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
The next 0-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's Carlos Santana now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Top of the first just underway here in Motown. a little too far in. Bold.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Now, surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first, but it's too late. As the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. Now you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down for a base right there. Bought himself a save.
Well, I'd say a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out in the inning into an infield single.
First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. One. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. McCann shading to his right. And that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. And now the Tigers will get their first opportunity here. No score. Aaron Nola is ready to go as he's on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Coming to the plate now, Mikey Matsu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. This is left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tiger lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting out of production for that number 2 spot right now. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
So stepping in, Jeimer Candelario. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. Gloved by Santana. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, first baseman, Miguel.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch is a fastball inside.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 2-1. Taken 2. 2-2. Back up the middle and into center field. And Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's 1-3. Cabrera leads off first with a pair of outs in the and a strike to even the count in 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now 2-1 pitch. Skied straight away right. Williams is under it. And Tigers. And this is still nothing ball game. Up next will be Nick Williams, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Nick Williams.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets for Dan. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. On the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance, and I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Missed with a slider. Here it comes, 1-1. A little bouncer. The 1-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Time for a look at the D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left. There's a lot of pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Now at the plate, Aaron Altair. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. He's set. Here it comes. Very weakly on ground. The 0-1. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Hoping to send him packing pitch in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strike.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Nope. And that one stayed too low apparently. No score here as we play inning number 2. Late one is it's foul off to the left side. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
34 through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
The 2-2 is laid off. Runs full.
Pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, that was a hitter in a 3-2 count. Enough to get swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Coming to the plate now for and could give you guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the thing pitch. It's a fastball right over the inside corner. Williams on second. Crawford at first. 2 out in the inning. Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. Phillies leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Castellanos now. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground towards him. Hernandez is up with it, and the throw to first is in time.
this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the 2A teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
At the plate, James McCann. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Let's go, Tigers.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Bottom of the second here with no score.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
And that's there, and we're even at 1. One and 2 to the Tigers catcher. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Here's Leonis Martin. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. We'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 0-1. Here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. Will move to third with no score. A nice aerial look of downtown as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast from Comerica Park. Digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1. Not close, it's 2-0. Now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
The 3-0 pitch. And he's off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when the pitcher throws 4 balls, that next pitch is super greedy right down the middle.
Popped him up. There to take it is the short-handed Iglesias away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Ready now, Carlos Santana. From the stretch, runner goes for second, and he fouls this one off.
guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Hit hard back up the middle, and that will be a base hit here for Santana.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Nose and a strike to count. Third inning, no score to this point. Hoskins tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Bounder up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Dixon Machado. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
Dixon Machado.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball there. Breaking ball in strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Herrera's. He's got it one way. At the plate, Jose Iglesias, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't fighting. Very well could see it again here, though.
You really wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
A ball and no strikes. (2-0) to the Tigers left fielder. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers leadoff hitter.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just ends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
3-1 to him now. Once 3-2. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves 2 out base.
Up to this entire lineup have been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more pace at the dish and is rewarded with the base on balls. That was a good.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Mata run first, to gone. A throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Now the 2-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Just hung in there on that one. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. We'll have the 4th still scoreless. Striding in once again, Nick Williams. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
This is pulled to right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Standing in now, Maikel Franco. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Aaron Alter was the skeptic in his first. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that slider's almost in the dirt. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
And that'll bring in P. Crawford. Base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Sliders strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling strikes, really, even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. The fastball here as he'll take a look. Ball 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's going to throw a strike right here.
Altair. It's Crawford. And at first, 2 down. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
3-1. And this is where you got to gear up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Here it comes, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. swung on but fouled off to the left. Now another 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to one on the board. On now to the bottom half of number 4. It's the Phillies 1 and the Tigers nothing. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Miguel Cabrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Line hard to center field. And Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first.
Come on.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Left side, well foul.
When that to the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is
Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to.
I understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right now.
The 1-2 is fastball taken high for a ball. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him.
That was aggressive pitching, and that I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opened up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's over 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
1-0 count. Here it is. Well struck but foul over by the coaching box. The 1-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Just threw that fastball by him. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
set and the pitch. Line drive to field. In there, a base hit.
Center fielder, number 12, Leonis Martin.
So striding in, Leonis Martin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. A foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 is off the plate, up and away. The 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Last breath for the Tigers. 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Throw on to first to take care of him, and the Phillies get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rare. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Phillies took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Aaron Nola takes home the win. Michael Fulmer was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, you've been watching MLB Network.